All right. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeremy Johnson here in Grand Rapids, Beer City, USA, and welcome to episode 10 of Brew You. With me, as always, is my co-host Justin Levesque.
Hey everyone, I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Okay, so we're going to dive right into tonight's beers. Get this out of the way so we can jabber walk other ways, shapes, and forms. So I am going to be reviewing tonight Black Hatter IPA, Black IPA from New Holland Brewing Company. Um, as many of you know, I'm not the world's biggest New Holland fan.
or a black IPA fan for that matter.
No, that's not true. I actually really do like black IPAs.
Huh.
I, I love the style. I think it's a unique blend. Some people really do not like it, but I'm perfectly fine with it. So it's the black lager is the sort of new thing on the market. It's not new by any stretch, but um, it sort of like gained more popularity, and I'm okay with that too. But the IPA is much better, obviously. So
It's a good
um,
looking beer.
yeah, I'm using a Pilsner glass tonight just because I haven't used this one and I kind of want to get at it. So it's a nice big tall Pilsner glass. You can also do like wheat beer in this one. So New Holland Brewing Company, they're obviously out of Holland, Michigan. And they had some head brewer changes a while back. And so they've been doing a lot more of these sort of tall format beers. And I think they're much better. I'm not sure what it is that, I mean, the styles, they have a whole series of the Hatter beers. So they have Rye Hatter, White Hatter. And I tried the white. I thought was quite nice, and I think I may have tried the rye at some point too, and it was quite good. So my perspective has shifted slightly on the whole New Holland thing. So this is a black IPA. Wow, that smells really good. It's a really juicy sort of. I'm getting like overripe grapefruit. You know, it's it's sort of like sweet, almost a rotten grapefruit. Not in a bad way.
Well, you say grapefruit anyways, and it just kind of throws me off a little bit. But
Yeah, it's
rotten grapefruit hardly sounds appetizing.
it, it's the tartness is there, but almost like a blood orange. How's that?
Fair enough.
Blood orange is like maybe a little bit better descriptor. Um, so you got sort of floral hops, but this sort of underlying candy sweetness to the nose. This baby is pitch black. I mean, you can't see through it. No way, no way at all. The head is slightly off white, maybe a little tan. It smells really delicious. That's
I've been
it kind of makes me thirsty. Oh,
weird thirst beer. Huh. Strange.
quenchable. I really don't have any idea right now what the ABV on this puppy is. It doesn't say on the bottle. Not that I can detect, anyways. It says it's brewed with black malts, which add dark roast flavors, dry hop centennial finish. They suggest pairing this with aged cheddar and arugula and portobello stir fry. Huh. So I don't know where Justin went, but
Sorry about that.
that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and dive right into this and see what it tastes like. Mm. Okay. Definitely the IPA and sweetness. So the hops, the Centennial hops, sort of get eclipsed by the roast, and the IBU is quite high, I think, on this one because I'm still getting that really dry characteristic on the tongue. Um, I'm getting little twinges at the side here in my flavor. I forget what they call it. Flavoids. I don't know.
Flavoids?
Or is that like Domino's Pizza flavoids? Avoid the
Graboids?
flavoid? I don't know. But I'm getting that weird little pinch right there, so a little bit of tartness in the back. Mm. It's there's more of that sort of caramely, roasty coffee sweetness. It tastes a little bit like those little coffee hard candies. Mm. Okay, so um, as far as a black IPA goes, it tastes a little bit heavy. Um, really hard to tell. I would peg this at probably about 6 to 7%. So it's not. I don't think the ABV is really heavy, but it's almost like you've had Thai coffee, right?
Yeah,
Right. They put a lot of sugar in it
right.
and cream, and it's just really kind of sweet. I'm getting a little bit of that, and so you still have that sort of like bitter coffee flavor um, that helps refresh, but then you get that sweetness that sort of brings it down. Or Turkish coffee is another variant of that's quite sweet. Um, I really like the bitterness of it, and the sweetness is like a push pull kind of thing going on, and a little bit of alcohol on the breath, but not too bad. The mouthfeel is it's kind of thin actually. It reminds me quite a lot of black lager, which tends to be a little bit thinner in the mouth. And it's sort of the hops that kind of help latch on and give it a little bit of body, I think. I'll be real curious. During your review, I might quickly check the ABV on Beer Advocate just to see what this is at because it's not listed on the bottle. Okay, well, that's all I've got to say about this one. We'll give a final rating after your review, so go ahead and take it away with yours.
So I went with Gigantic Brewery's Hellion, which features a pretty awesome label. I can't tell if you can see it very well on the camera, but
yep, it looks great. It's
very
fantastic.
cool label. If you get a chance to check that out online, you can see the label, and I think you were the one who told me that they actually have a special part of the website devoted to it right now. So
yeah, I think the Hellion actually has its own sort of sub-site or website.
Right. Yeah, they're out of Portland, Oregon, and I think I told you that we have. I had one of their other pale ale that I think I've tried before. That was all right, but wasn't much to speak of.
Looks nice. Now this is a golden ale, right? I think that's
what
it said.
Belgian Golden. Whoops, got a little bit of sweater there. At 8.5%. Interested to see not too thick a head here, quite carbonated. Nice golden color, which...
That's a golden ale, all right.
That definitely is. When I don't have to get close to it for the aroma that's coming off, it's a lot of orange peel, like a lot of very orange, like citrusy. Smell a little bit of hops, nothing too strong, but mostly orange. That's what I'm guessing. Just very light, kind of floral, but there's not a lot of smell coming off the top of it.
Really thin head too.
Very thin, in fact. There's still a lot of carbonation right off the pour, so. But I'm gonna dive right in here. It's kind of has a milky, like kind of texture almost. Like it's kind of smooth with just like a slight carbonation on the tongue, like kind of pops a little bit, has a little bit of zest. It's very smooth, very creamy, actually.
Oh wow, that could be deceptive.
Yeah, you can you can definitely taste the alcohol in it as well. It's got a real short mouthfeel, just lightly hits the tongue and just it's almost gone instantly.
That's pretty unusual for 8%.
Yeah. Why is that? Or is I guess in nicer.
Yeah, I mean, once you get up there in the ABV, it tends to linger. The sweetness, the heaviness.
Oh, it's got quite a light mouthfeel. Like it's very it's actually very nice. It's very smooth. It's got a kind of an orange peel, like a cream orange, like a what am I looking for here?
Orange sickle?
Like an orange sickle kind of flavor to it.
Okay.
I think that's where I'm feeling like a creamsicle. Like I think that's kind of where I'm feeling the milky part of it. It's a very short mouthfeel. It just hits the tongue and just it's quite sweet, but not overpowering.
Mm-hmm.
Very drinkable. In fact, I would be if I had this on tap somewhere, this would be one of those sneaks up on you, definitely, because it doesn't. You can taste it, but it's not. It's definitely not overpowering. It's very smooth, very creamy, very light.
Right.
It's very good.
Now, is there any on the bottle? Is there any like backstory to the whole Hellion thing?
I think there was. Not really, just a catchy little. To some, a Hellion is a troublemaker. To others, a messiah. Our dry-hopped Belgian-style golden ale will bring out one or both in you. Which will it be? Well, like I said, trouble. 8.5%. It's real.
I wonder too. If dry hopping sort of offsets the traditional sweetness you would get at such a high ABV? I wonder if that is contributing to the, like you said, the short mouthfeel.
It could be. It's got a surprisingly quick mouthfeel. It's really like you get a nice. I think it was slightly too chilled. As it's warmed up a little bit too, it's I'm getting a lot more orange peel, a lot more zest. It's sticking on the tongue a little bit longer.
Okay.
But it's still quite light. It's.
Well, we talked about that that could be a contributing factor. If you guys keep your fridge ice cold and you pulled it out probably about 15 minutes ago.
15, 20 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, then for sure that that could, and Belgians, like I said, among all of them, that's something you want to let breathe in the glass slightly and swirl it around. Get all those hops going, all the ingredients circulating. That's gonna really define what the brewer intended and help you experience that. All right, let's rate these puppies. So New Holland Brewing Company Black Hatter Black IPA. Sort of redundant, but there you go. Like I said, really caramely, roasted coffee. The hops on the nose do not taste like what they taste. They smell way better, in my opinion, than what they taste. There's sort of only the dry characteristics are kind of left. And now that it's been sitting out for a bit, it's sort of blending and softening. So it's kind of nice. And I always think of New Holland as having like a more floral attribute, I guess, in a lot of their beers. And now that it's warming up, I'm sort of getting that now. I'm getting soft floral notes. So not my favorite, but still a really solid, I think, black IPA. I prefer a black IPA with like a really good punch of hops. And but I've still got to give props. This is it's lovely. I think it's very drinkable. I'll give them that. So I'm gonna go 7 on this.
And in case you forgot, I had Gigantic Brewing Company's Hellion beer, which is a Belgian Golden. And you're right. The more that it's actually more that it's warmed up a little bit here, got more to like a room temperature. It's starting to taste a lot more actually a little more spice to it. More like a coriander or like a sage or something kind of spice in it that I'm trying to identify. I think I'm not sure if sage is the right one, but it has a can't figure it out. But it's definitely wise to let this get a little bit warmer in case anyone else tries this and it's too cold. Just let it sit for a little bit. It's
There's no harm in that.
Definitely. I'm enjoying it a lot more as it's getting warmer as well. So I'm gonna go with an 8. It's very drinkable. It's light, orangey, zesty. Just a very drinkable beer. So
It'll get you drunk,
it'll get you drunk.
I assume. All right, good. Well, that's I would say 2 pretty good beers. I must say I wasn't really looking forward to the Black Hatter that much. The White Hatter I thought was a much better representation of the style. That was more of like a Vit or a white wheat ale. But I think we're both relatively happy with what we're drinking today.
I definitely am. I've still got more. Finally glad that this 22-ounce bottle is one that I actually enjoy.
Very cool. Okay, well, that's it for the beer portion of the show. Feel free to leave any comments you want on the event. Let us know what you're drinking, please. And if you agree with our assessment of these beers, that would be nice too. And as always on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified automatically when we post new videos like this. I will actually take this live broadcast and condense it down slightly, just to focus on the beer section and get rid of some fluff, maybe add a little pizzazz, a little humor here and there.
Some noises, sound effects.
Yeah.
You know, sound effects are always necessary.
And so look for that. I'll actually repost that, but I will keep this live broadcast up for anybody who wants to see it. It's only on my personal YouTube, whereas the other one will be on the Brew U YouTube account. So subscribe to the Brew U account, and you'll be notified automatically when I post that new one. So otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. Justin and I will stay on and talk for just a little bit more about movies and whatnot. So feel free to stick around for that if you like it. But otherwise, have a good night.
Adios.
And
Brew
Brew
you.
you.